Hi everyone, it's Michelle from Country Morning Creations and I'm here today. It is day 6 of 12 days of junk journal gift ideas and I'm here doing cluster embellishments. This is one that I have already made. This is one using the ticket that we had used from that we'd made earlier, and some lace and some fabric and some flowers and a little dangle with a key on it. These are so much fun. This could be used as a pocket, or one of my favorite things to do, these are some other cluster embellishments that I've made, is to actually put a magnet on the back. This is one that I actually cut out a piece of cardboard to give it a little bit more structure on the back, and then just started layering all kinds of stuff. And that's really all cluster embellishments are about, is that you just start layering things until you have something that you love. So today I'm going to make another cluster embellishment for you. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of this ribbon. This is really pretty, and it doesn't need, I'm going to actually use my pinking shears. It actually does not need to, I don't want to cut this part out because I'm going to cover most of this up anyway, and it won't really matter. Actually, maybe I'll go ahead and cut off 2 pieces, and that will make this a little bit wider. So what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to make a couple of layers here so that it's a little bit thicker. I used pinking shears so that this would not unravel. I really like this lace, but I'm thinking I'm going to go maybe in a different direction. Maybe we'll grab some of this lace. Maybe we'll do a little bit of both kinds of laces. There's nothing wrong with that either. So I think I'm going to only cut this one with about 2 hearts width. And we'll put this down. And maybe we'll put some of this. We may, again, like I said, I'm going to just start doing some different layers. I love this rose. I'm not sure. I almost feel like it's too big. And we've already got several square things here. Let me grab, oh, that one's too big. I'm going to grab a punch. Give me just a second. Actually, maybe I won't. Maybe I will just cut this out freehand. That's not a bad idea. And then I know it's the right size. So I want to cut this kind of out. It doesn't need to be perfectly round either. And you'll see that I'm not trying to make it perfectly round, but I wanted to really emphasize this rose. It's so pretty. It makes it a little bit smaller, and now it fits on there a little bit better. We could put maybe a little bit of the pink lace up in here. I don't think I'm going to use this again. And actually, I think I'm going to put this lace over the top of this rose. Ooh, I like that even better. We'll put some lace over the top of the rose. Maybe we'll just tuck a little bit of this under here as well. I think that will give it a little bit of structure. I'm liking what I have so far. I kind of feel like it needs a little something else. I'm kind of grabbing some things and maybe gonna look for a couple of little embellishments that I have. So I have a couple of other things that maybe I could grab out of here. We've got a lot of pink in this, so I am thinking that instead of maybe grabbing another pink flower, maybe we'll bring in some of this, some of these more dull pattern pieces. I also have, these are really super cute, but I think they may be too small. These are actually, can you see these? These are miniature cards. So like that is the Queen of Hearts, and the Ace of Spades, and that's another Queen of Hearts. So these are little miniature cards, but the colors actually go well with this too. So another thought is that we've already got some of this here. We could put maybe 2 or 3 cards over on this side, and that could be really super cute. Or I have some just random pieces of cardstock. I'm not thrilled with just throwing something like that on there. Let's do this. I'm going to throw these 2 cards over here. They're really super cute. I do also have a couple of real, these are tickets that I made from some Tim Holtz stuff, but I feel like that's going to be too busy. And these, of course, are the magnets that one can use to glue to the back of your piece. So I think I'm going to be a little wild and crazy and go a little crazy with this for the moment. I'm going to just start gluing a few things together. So I want to start out by gluing these 2 pieces together, and you'll notice they're not even. That's okay. It doesn't need to be even. And it just needs to be held together. So I'm just going to put some glue around this on this side. And we're going to lay this piece on top. I am going to make the top kind of match up, but I feel like then it looks more like a ribbon. And don't worry about that glue bleeding through. It's not going to show once we get all the other pieces on here. So I'm just going to glue the top part of this down, and I'll show you why in a minute. And I think what we decided was we were going to put the rose on next and then the lace over top of it. But you know what? I've already changed my mind. I'm going to throw some of this lace down, and that will just hang down from the bottom. I did like this little piece here, so I'm going to add this corner, this piece up in the corner. And I've actually already decided I'm going to put it over in this corner now. And then we're going to glue on this large rose. Get this glued on there. I just thought this rose was so pretty. So we're going to add the rose now. And then in this corner, I am going to add the Ace of Spades. It's going to be right side up, and this one is going to be upside down. And I'm realizing I should have done this in a slightly different order, and I didn't, and we're just going to go with it. So I'm going to put these up in this corner, and the ace is going to be up. And then I'm going to put one more flower on this, and we're going to put the flower down here in the bottom. And that's going to kind of hold all of this together. So next, whoops, my glue is sticking to me better than to the flower. So now we have all these different layers, and I'm going to let all that dry. I'm going to set that aside while we work on the next part of this, which is going to be, hang on a second, my glue is globbing all over the place. I find that it tends to do this if it gets too thick. I know a lot of people squeeze the bottle and then suck it all back in, and when I can think to do that, I do that as well. But right now it's coming out and just glopping everywhere. So I wanted to kind of clean that up. Thank you for your patience. Anyway, I want to add a dangle element. So this is just a bulb pin with a key on it. So I've done the key on that one. I'm going to grab my handy dandy box of pieces here. And let's take a look. This is actually not the one that I want. This is the one that I want. And this one has all kinds of things. I have crowns, I have hearts and keys and a variety of other things. I have some little things that will hang down, things that say things like wonder and story and lucky and found. And then I've got bigger ones, and these are slightly larger. They say hello and life and wish. Those are fun. I have some bigger keys over here. Oh, I have clocks as well. Oh, these are fun. I forgot about the clocks. Maybe, I think that clock is a little too big. Let's see if I have one that's slightly smaller. Oh, and I even have these. I forgot I even have those that are even bigger. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here are two slightly smaller clocks. Let's do a clock. So we have these two clocks, and I think I like that one because it allows a lot to show through. But before we can put this onto anything, we actually need to put a jump ring through it so it will attach. And I want to get a medium-sized one. So this would be, they come in all kinds of different sizes. And so you've got big ones and you've got medium-sized ones. There are even littler ones that are smaller than that. So I'm going to just take this size. I think that's going to work really well. And then I also have a collection of different kinds of safety pins and bulb pins in here. And I'm going to grab this one. This is actually a bulb pin and a safety pin stuck together. So I'm going to take one of this one because the rest of these all look rather silver to me. We'll throw those back in there, get rid of that one. And I'm going to show you how to work a jump ring. The biggest thing to remember with a jump ring is that you never want to pull it apart this way. You always want to twist it, because if you pull it apart, you're actually going to ruin the integrity of the jump ring. And so I'm just grabbing two needle nose pliers, and I'm simply going to twist it open. And I know that's really, really not very clear. Come on, camera, you can do it. Let's see. Well, I think you can see it. It's kind of blurry, but you can see that it's twisted apart. The first thing I'm going to do is to attach this, and then I'm going to actually put it through this circular part of the bulb pin. And then all we do is we take our jump ring and we twist it back. They twist really easily, so be very careful, and I try my best to get them to line up again. This one is just not cooperating, and I think part of it is, there we go. Now we got it. So now that I have this, I have my clock, and the nice thing about this clock is it hangs either way, so it really doesn't matter. So the last little bit will be to hang this bulb pin from the lace on this, and I'm going to actually go through both the lace and the fabric. Then this will actually hang down as well. Let's see if we can do this. And then I want it to come back out about right there. And now, if I can get this to latch back, it will. There we go. So now we have this pinned to the side here. I like to have things that dangle. I think it always adds a little bit of interest. So this is another cluster embellishment. Again, you could put a magnet on the back of it. You could actually make this into a small pocket. You could put this on a bigger pocket, or this could even stand alone on a page and just be something really pretty that you hang off of a page. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something new. And most importantly, I hope that I've inspired you to be creative today.